It's time now for a look latest on local news. In the news, Jesup police investigating an attempted robbery of the Prime South Bank ATM machine Friday evening. Suspects stole a Wayne County truck, used it, and hooked up cables, ripped the machine open, hoping to take the money with it, but their plan didn't work, and the bank's alarm system chased them off. They had a getaway car parked close by. They left the county truck, and all of this, again, happened Friday evening at Prime South Bank here in Jesup. A few weeks ago, a similar event took place at Prime South Bank in Waycross, and that was a successful robbery. Suspects got away with a large amount of cash in that Waycross robbery and pulled the heist off in just 77 seconds. Suspects were wearing masks. Police are using video surveillance to attempt to catch the culprits. If anyone knows anything about the robberies, they're asked to contact the Jesup PD at 427-1300, and they state they're definitely professionals who know what they're doing. One successful, Friday's not successful in Jesup. Again, the investigation underway, hopefully arrest made soon. Again, all this took place Friday night in Jesup at Prime South Bank. In case you missed Friday's newscast last week in Wayne County Superior Court, the three defendants on trial for a felony murder of 17-year-old Lester Dennison of Scriven, Georgia, were found not guilty by a Wayne County jury of 7 men and 5 women who deliberated for several hours. The three defendants are Arian Maxwell, Christopher McCormick, and Tyler James Wooten, all residents of Brunswick, Georgia, all friends of one another. The state claimed that they were responsible for the December 15th, 2020 shooting death of Lester Dennison, which occurred in Wayne County on Fender Road. On that night, shots were fired, and Lester Dennison was shot in the back and died from his injuries. Shooting was after a fight over 2 fake $20 bills that Lester Dennison gave for a couple of Xanax pills. Shayla Britton, who sold her friend Lester the pills and received the fake $20 bills, is the only defendant serving any time for the shooting, as she pled guilty to aggravated assault, received a 20-year sentence, 12 to be served in prison. She was brought to court last week from prison to cooperate with the district attorney's case in exchange for hope that she'll receive a lighter sentence and be allowed to spend time at home with her child. No promises were made, however, by the state or by Judge Roger Lane, but she is hoping now that the trial is over that she will receive a lighter sentence. She testified in court that Tyler Wooten, who she has a child with, never had a gun that evening and was simply there that night to fight Lester Dennison. She did testify that Christopher McCormick fired his weapon that night, but no one thought that anyone had been shot or killed. She testified that she wanted justice for her friend Lester Dennison and was not in court to protect anyone, including the father of her child, Tyler Wooten. After the not guilty verdicts were published, all three defendants who were in jail since their arrest back in December of 2020 were released and again found not guilty of the 2 charges against them, aggravated assault and felony murder. 3 defense attorneys represented the 3 defendants, and they told the jury that the state simply did not meet their burden to prove the guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Once again, all 3 defendants found not guilty. And again, the state's case presented by Assistant DA Clifton Woody. He said the defendants were guilty and came to Jesup that fateful evening to send a message, and that message was not to stiff your drug dealer. Once again, the jury selected a week ago today, and the trial ended last Thursday with all not guilty verdicts on all counts. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, Governor Brian Kemp on Saturday campaigned for the first time with U.S. Senate hopeful Herschel Walker, the most significant effort yet to persuade voters who backed both the governor and U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock to return to the GOP fold for the runoff. Kemp told a crowd in Smyrna, Georgia, that we cannot rest on our laurels here. We've got to chop more wood. Encourage everyone to get out and vote for Herschel Walker in this U.S. Senate race. About 200,000 Georgians voted for Governor Kemp but did not vote for Walker. Kemp is hoping to help Walker's campaign for this important Senate seat. Early voting in the runoff statewide set for Monday, November 28th, runs through December the 2nd. The time Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, here locally at the Hall Richardson Recreation Center. The runoff is set for Tuesday, December the 6th. Reality stars and former Georgia residents Todd and Julie Chrisley will be sentenced today in their federal tax evasion case. Popular Chrisley Knows Best couple was found guilty on all counts of bank fraud and tax evasion by a federal jury back in June. The couple could face up to 30 years in prison, and that sentencing taking place today in Atlanta, Georgia. A reminder that on Thursday and Friday, December 1st and 2nd, Altamont Baptist Church will once again be providing their live nativity at the JC Fairgrounds from 6 to 8 p.m. It's a walk-through event. Dates again Thursday and Friday, December 1st and 2nd from 6 to 8 p.m. Jesup DDA hosting their annual lighting of the Christmas tree at Pocket Park. That'll take place on December 1st. Singing will be performed by the Jesup Church of God, Kids Choir, and also kids from Jesup Elementary and Martha Ross Smith Elementary will be performing. Santa at Cafe Euro that evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Again, that's Thursday night, December the 1st. And then on Saturday, December 3rd, is the Christmas Parade by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. The theme is Old-Fashioned Christmas. The time that Saturday it begins at 7 p.m. Again, you still have time to get an entry into the parade. The deadline is Monday, November 28th. If you'd like to get an entry into the Christmas parade, call the chamber at 427-2028. And again, the deadline is Monday, November 28th. We'll come back with the final news note after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Finally, in the news, the holidays are upon us. Schools are out this week for the Thanksgiving holiday, which is this coming Thursday. Last night at Calvary Baptist Church, the packed house for the annual Thanksgiving community service. Reverend Pete Boyd of Calvary Baptist Church and Reverend Calvin Anderson were the guest speakers. Community choir, once again, did not disappoint. Here's one of their selections last night with soloist Sandra Lewis. And again, that was Sandra Lewis, again, part of the community choir last night at Calvary Baptist Church. We'll play another selection on Tuesday's newscast. Again, a great event to kick off the holidays. And that was the 23rd annual Thanksgiving community service at Calvary Baptist Church last night. That's going to do it for the latest day in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.